On October 2014, Apple Inc. introduced their sixth generation of iPhone, that's the iPhone 6. And this will be a full comprehensive review of the iPhone 6. And make a note that this is not an explanation, this is a full review and the phone will be on my palms. I'm not anyway ridiculously hurting you. So stay tuned to my channel, that's Sarath the Geek HD. Hi, I'm Sarath and I have got this iPhone 6 with me, as you can see right in the video. This is the iPhone 6 and the body is made up of anodized aluminum. It's very thin, just 6.9 mm. As you can see, these are the feature or the software seen in the screen, and you have also a home button with fingerprint scanner. And on the sides you have two volume rockers, and the downside you have a Thunderbolt cable. On the front side you have the speaker phone, and outside, as you can see, the headphone jack as well as the thunder wire pin. Also the speaker is also embedded in it. On the right side you have two volume rockers. The bezels are quite big, and this is the optics. It has an 8 megapixel shooter, and I think that camera portion is getting a bit bumped up. As you can see, the Apple logo, and also my camera has had reflection with it. And as you can see, this is the notification. I felt that the software was a bit tweaking, and I didn't like that because it's crippled comparing to Android, and I'm finding that settings and I cannot get that settings, and that's the settings option. So first of all, I think the brightness is more, but no toggles for increasing or reducing prices at the notification panel. So let me take a look at the camera. The camera has an 8 megapixel shooter, and there are 8 megapixels lot smaller than we compare with the budget phones, but the optics are really great. You have the 1080p recording at 60 fps. This is the front facing camera. As you can see, my photo is there. Also, I'm placing my camera on my hand, and you have some of the options are also available. That is photos, square, pan. Square means just squaring this photos, and pano means panorama and photo, as well as the video. Also, you can also record it at 720p 240 fps. That means slow-mo, extreme slow-mo. Compared to any other devices, it also beats the S6. I got to tell you the price in India is 46,000, and let me go through the software for a bit now. The design is quite arbitrary, very good in my opinion. You will surely like this design. So I am making some mistakes in opening the notification toggles. So as you can see right there, some apps, even though everything is crippled in this iOS, I did not even like this software because a lot of crippled compared to Android. So this is the iTunes this is the Apple Store, and you will get this. Apple Store has 1.5 million apps, but the Play Store has 1.412 million apps, so a better increase in applications. Like this is the software you see, etc. All are in icons, and this is the home screen as well. Some of the Lenovo phones also opt this design. They only include the home screen and no app drawer. And this is the home button I am talking about. It has a fingerprint scanner. It's Apple Pay certified. Also, let me look at the pixel density. As you can see, it has just 312 ppi, and its display is very good. A Retina display, that's 1136 into 768. A great pixels per inch. And let me also check out this YouTube app. As you can see, this is the YouTube app. It's built on iOS language. That means subtle difference compared to Android. So let me take a look at the Siri. Now if you double tap the O button, you can get Siri, as I showed you before. Now let me tell you the specs about this device through this benchmarks. So coming to the display, the type it has an LED backlight, IPS LCD capacitive touchscreen with 16 million colors. It has a 4.7 inches, 750 into 1334 pixels. That comes to a PPI of 326 PPI per pixel density. It supports multi-touch, and it has a production of ion strengthened glass. Also, it is enabled with oleophobic coating. That means there will be no oily fingers on your screen. Now coming to the OS, it comes with iOS 8 and it's upgradable to iOS 8.4, and its chipset is Apple A8. It has a CPU, this dual core 1.4 GHz Cyclone with the ARM 8 based. The GPU is a PowerVI GX6450 quad core graphics. It doesn't have a card slot and it has an internal storage of 16, 64, 128 GB, and this is what you get. And it also has a 1 GB RAM DDR3. Don't worry about the specs because Apple makes all their internals as well as externals, so the optimization made by Apple is the greatest ever in the world. So coming to the camera, the primary camera is an 8 megapixel camera which is 3264 x 2448. It has face detection autofocus, dual LED, touch focus, face smile detection, HDR photo panorama, and it can record video at 1080p at 60 fps, also 720p at 240 fps. Now coming to secondary camera, the secondary camera is a 1.2 megapixel with 720p recording at 30 fps. It also has face detection, HDR, time FaceTime over Wi-Fi or cellular. Now coming to the connectivity, it supports WLAN, Bluetooth, GPS, NFC with Apple Pay only. It does not support any FM radio or something like that. It supports a 2.0 USB, not a Thunderwire connector. It's a proprietary USB. And coming to the sensors, it supports accelerometer, gyro, proximity, compass, barometer. The browser also supports HTML5, which is Safari browser. And we got a score of 48,000 on AnTuTu iPhone 6. This makes us know that we should not depend on the specifications of specific phones. Thus, in performance, iPhone 6 is a better bet choice, but in terms of the OS used, it's not that great. And this ends our review session of this iPhone 6. And what's my recommendation? I do not recommend this phone. It's a waste of money, and you go for something like S6. It gives you more customizations and other things like that. So don't go with this phone. It's not good for you. And bye bye.